This is Miles Vasilius here with Campaign Life Coalition. I'm on the sidewalk just outside the Waterloo Catholic District School Board in Waterloo, Ontario. Now, I'm on the sidewalk, of course, because if some of you might recall, I have been banned from all Waterloo Catholic District School Board property for 2 years for simply reporting on the racist and sexist former trustee now that has resigned, Wendy Ashby. Now we're here, the battle is not over, the battle really has just begun. We're demanding, and faithful parents and Catholic good parents are demanding a by-election. That's right, the Waterloo Catholic District School Board has a policy in place where if a trustee resigns, their initial protocol is to appoint a trustee. Now, goes without saying, if a trustee like Wendy Ashby, who has been on the board for, in my opinion, way too long, it makes sense that the Waterloo Catholic District School Board would want to appoint someone of like-minded values, potentially more sexism and racism. So parents want a by-election to be able to have their say in this new trustee who is going to be representing their students.
I'm Elaine Charlock from Action for Canada, and I'm here at the Catholic School Board asking that the trustees create a by-election for the replacement of Wendy Ashby because we do not want an appointment. Appointment, we fear, may create a position similar to the philosophy that Wendy held. And we want more student, children focused.
Okay, so we see on the Waterloo Catholic District School Board's Twitter feed today, they are advertising a movie that they're encouraging K through 12 to go to see. And it's May the 21st at the Princess Theatre here in Kitchener, Waterloo. And it's about anti-racism, equity, inclusion, and belonging table talk. And it's got all these trans people, a movie screening. And it's about everything trans and gay, and propagating this mentality to kids from kindergarten to grade 12.
As you just saw, one of the parents brought to our attention that this school board is encouraging its constituents to attend an anti-racist film premiere and panel of discussion with trans rights and LGBT activists. Why would this school board, of all places, be the school board to promote an anti-racist film premiere for its constituents? I think this school board and all of its board members and trustees should be the ones attending an anti-racist webinar and film premiere and panel of discussion when they're the ones that allowed and enabled a racist trustee, Wendy Ashby, to be on the board for so long. The hypocrisy is just through the charts.
The result in this board meeting was absolutely outrageous. Trustee Marissa Phillips from Cambridge put forward a motion to hold a by-election, and there was a 5-3 vote against allowing that motion to come forward. So it was just outrageous. The people, the majority of them, it appears, wants to do an appointment. They want to personally select who the next candidate will be and deny democracy to the Catholic community, to parents and Catholic ratepayers. And the big holdup, the excuse that they put out as well, it's going to cost an estimate of $240,000 to hold a by-election, and the Catholic School Board is going to be on the hook for that cost. And one of the superintendents said, well, he tried to poison the trustees by saying, well, if we have to choose between math programs and reading programs and other kinds of programs, you got to think, where's the money better spent? Well, there's other options. You can fire your entire equity and inclusion department. There are a bunch of woke, left-wing, anti-Catholic lunatics, most likely, and save that salary and use that to pay it. You could bill Wendy Ashby. She caused this. The excuses were very poor. We need democracy. There's 3.5 years left in the term, and to have a non-elected, undemocratically appointed person for 3.5 years is totally nuts and disrespectful to the electorate. And these Catholic ratepayers in the Waterloo Catholic School Board have to keep pushing and demanding that the trustees vote to have a by-election at the next meeting, which I believe is May 29th.
My name is Conrad Stanley. I'm here at a board meeting tonight where they were making a decision to decide on how they would replace trustee Wendy Ashby, who has stepped down after her remarks. There was a lot of discussion. It didn't really seem to go anywhere exactly. A lot of what the concerns that were talked about was the cost involved, and my question is, how can you put a price on democracy? The only way I think that we're going to bring healing to this board and really ensure transparency and accountability and make sure that people feel like they have had a sufficient say in what is going to happen to the board now that this trustee stepped down is to have a by-election. And unfortunately, there was a lot of excuses given for why that can happen or maybe shouldn't happen. It's important for them to take this decision seriously and to spend the time that's necessary, but they really didn't make no decision yet. And there was an increasing amount of unrest in the boardroom at the time, wondering why they are kicking the can down the road again to a future meeting. As I said, the price on democracy you can't put a price on that. You have to do what is necessary to ensure that people have confidence in the system and there's transparency and accountability in the board.
But the fight is going to continue, and these parents will keep showing up demanding a by-election. For Campaign Life Coalition, this is Miles Vasilius.